Hello lovelies! As promised, I have more great meal prep ideas coming your way all month long. And today it is all about beating that 3 p.m. snack attack with 3 delicious but super simple snack boxes. Now, I will fully admit that when it comes to snacking, I'm a bit of a naughty snacker, especially if I'm not prepared. I'll usually reach for something easy like some potato chips, some popcorn, or some chocolate, which of course is not the best for my health. So I really like to prepare my snacks ahead of time. That way I keep myself a little more accountable and a little more on track. Today I'm gonna get started by showing you a fresh and fruity but protein-packed snack box that I am loving right now. But the real star of the show is an amazing melon cucumber salad that couldn't be simpler to put together. It starts with some honeydew and some cantaloupe and some watermelon if you have some on hand. Then to add something just a little special to this, I'm also going to add some sliced mini cucumber. Just adds a nice crunch without adding a ton of additional flavor. And I'm also gonna hit this with some basil that I've shredded up. You get this nice bit of freshness from that basil. If you don't have basil, mint would also work really beautifully in this recipe. Give that a toss and it is ready for snacking. So the first addition to this snack box is actually going to be just a little dish of cottage cheese and some sliced turkey. Now, if you're not a huge fan of cottage cheese, of course you could always swap in some yogurt instead, but cottage cheese really does pack a ton of protein and it's so nicely complemented with melon. Speaking of protein, I am also going to be adding some more protein in this snack box with some sliced turkey. Obviously, if you'd prefer to keep this vegetarian, the turkey here is optional. And the real star of this show is our amazing fresh melon and cucumber salad with that gorgeous basil. It smells so good. And look how beautiful it is. How could you not want to snack on this? Seriously, guys, this one is worth a try. Next, if you're looking for a way to make your fresh veggies a little more appetizing, might I suggest serving them up with an amazing herbed goat cheese spread. Now, usually if I'm making a crudité snack box like this, I'll use some tzatziki or some hummus, but this herbed goat cheese is so delicious. It is worth the little bit of extra effort. So it starts with some goat cheese, obviously, and to that I'm gonna add some freshly chopped parsley, some basil, and some chives. These 3 come together to create what I consider to be the trifecta of herby goodness. And I'm just gonna use a fork to work these herbs through. And then to give it a more spreadable consistency, I like to mix in some plain yogurt. You could also add some sour cream instead. Both will work really well in this recipe. Once your dip is in your snack box, you can load in your veggies. I'm using some mini bell peppers here. Mini bell peppers have become one of my favorite things to snack on. All you need to do is rinse them and you can eat them just as is with the seeds and all. Crunchy and sweet and delicious. I'm also gonna load in some nice crunchy cucumbers with this. And I'll fill in whatever space is left with some lovely cherry tomatoes. Great seasonal produce here. And snap peas, cauliflower, broccoli, green beans, all of those would work equally well in this dish. Finally, for all you sweet snackers out there, I have a really yummy snack box idea for you. It all starts with these amazing little mini pitas. I find them in the bakery section at my supermarket, and they come in all sorts of really tasty flavors. So there was orange cranberry, some cinnamon raisin, but these ones are actually apple cinnamon, so they're really, really tasty. I like to just add a couple to my box like this, and then serve it up with some almond butter. So you get a little hit of protein and healthy fat as well. And with my little pitas, I want to add a little bit of fruitiness. So I've got some blackberries and some blueberries, and I'm also going to add some yummy orange slices to this. And there you have it, 3 delicious, nutritious, but super simple snack boxes that I have to say are a heck of a lot healthier than grabbing a bag of chips. Guys, I hope you'll give all 3 of these yummy ideas a try, and if you do, be sure to tweet me, Instagram me, or Facebook me a photo, because I always love seeing your kitchen creations. As I mentioned, we are sharing great meal prep ideas all month long, so if you haven't seen our low-carb meal prep, our vegetarian meal prep, or our breakfast meal prep, I highly recommend you go back and take a look at those videos. They're really, really delicious and equally simple. And finally, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because there is lots more more meal prep deliciousness where this came from.